Google Presentation Muscular System Unit 1 by Pete Mertala. Major muscles. As you can see from the diagram, some of the anterior muscles are the biceps brachii, pectorals and the abs. The posterior muscles include the latissimus dorsi, soleus and rhomboid. The function, origin, insertion of muscles. The function of the biceps would be flexing the lower arm. Location would be inside the upper arm, and the origin would be the scapula, the insertion would be the radius, and the exercise you could do for the biceps is bicep curls. The function for a tricep would be extend the lower arm. Location would be outside the upper arm. The origin would be the humerus and the scapula. The insertion would be the olecranon process. The exercise would be the press-ups, dips, or overhead pressing. Different muscle fibers. Type 1 muscle fibers are slow twitch muscle fibers. Uses aerobic energy. It is slow to fatigue. Small muscle fibers used for endurance work, rich in mitochondria, and uses oxygen for energy. Type 2A muscle fibers are fast twitch muscle fibers. Uses anaerobic energy, can fatigue more easier, bigger muscle fibers, and can assist both type 2B and type 1 muscle fibers. Has some mitochondria and uses lactic acid for energy. Type 2B muscle fibers. Fast twitch muscle fibers. Used for anaerobic energy. They are the easiest to be fatigued. Biggest muscle fibers. Used for power. No mitochondria and uses creatine phosphate for energy. The different muscle types. Firstly, the cardiac muscle is the heart muscle. It is involuntary. It works continuously until the day you die. It pumps blood around the body and is controlled by the sinoatrial node. It is also a striated muscle. The smooth muscle is the internal organs. They are involuntary and they are mainly found in the digestive system. It maintains the body's internal environment. It is controlled by the autonomic nervous system. Lastly, the skeletal muscle. These muscles are used for movement. They are the only muscles in the body that are voluntary, which means that you have to control them. They are also striated muscles, like the cardiac muscle. They are attached to bones via tendons. They can resist the force of gravity to hold the body upright. They are controlled by the somatic nervous system. Muscular contraction. Tropamine binds with calcium, taking tropomyosin with it. This allows myosin to bind with actin. ATP releases energy, which is why myosin can bind with actin. Myosin detaches from actin as ATP binds onto the myosin head. When ATP is broken down, myosin can bind with actin once more. Muscular contraction can occur if there is a storage of ATP and calcium within the body. When contraction stops, calcium returns to the sarcoplasmic reticulum. Different properties of muscles. Type 1, slow twitch. These muscles are used for endurance, hence why this type of muscle fiber uses aerobic respiration and why it is slow to fatigue. They are red in color due to the high concentration of mitochondria within the fibers. Smallest muscle fibers means they are the weakest type of muscles. Type 2A and type 2B muscle fibers, which are fast twitch. Fast twitch muscle fibers will contract quicker and are bigger than slow twitch muscle fibers. They are stronger and contract faster, meaning they are good for power sports like sprinting. Type 2B muscle fibers are more superior than type 2 muscle fibers because these types of muscle types are generally the most powerful. This means that 2A is superior to type 1 but inferior to type 2B. Type 2A muscle fibers are also known as the assisting muscles, as they can assist both type 1 and type 2B muscle fibers once they become fatigued.